What is cracking, Hope Nation? It is your buddy, Kevin Hines, your friendly neighborhood Kevin Hines, here with my main man, my boy, my brother, Chance Pitcock of the Scott Allen Project. Chance, welcome to the show. Thank you for being on. We are so glad to have you.
Absolutely honored to be on the show with you, Kevin. Absolutely honored to work with you.
Working with you, we've been down this road for a while. We started, we met in 2017, started collaborating recently after that. We even put our merch together. You have your Scott Allen Project. I have the Kevin and Margaret Hines Foundation. And together we make merch, T-shirts, hoodies, beanies, etc., that give a positive message of affirmation and change for people in pain. You're wearing the brand new camo, Be Here Tomorrow. You've got the Be Here on the chest. And tomorrow is located on the bottom with the definition of the word tomorrow. Yep, same here. I've got the original iteration of that design on my charcoal gray, basically triple cotton shirt. Very soft, very, very nice, very comfortable. It says be here and then tomorrow, as in be here tomorrow and every day after that. Chance, can you tell me all about the Scott Allen Project and how and why it was founded?
Yeah, absolutely. So to tell you guys a little bit about myself, my name's Chance Pitcock, like Kevin said. I'm 24 years old. I grew up in the middle of Kansas, actually, believe it or not. I live out in Phoenix, Arizona now. But when I was 5 or 6 years old, my dad's little brother actually took his own life. And as a 5 or 6 year old, hard to take all that in at the time, definitely. Not only for me as a 5 or 6 year old, though, I think just my family, as Kevin talks, the ripple effect. I mean, seeing my dad, my mom, my family go through something like that, experiencing it was something that definitely sticks with me till today, even. But really, to answer your question, why the Scott Allen Project started, it actually, I wasn't seeking out to go start this mental health thing. I wrestled in high school. And
something we have in common. We both wrestled in high school.
Yeah. And when you wrestle in high school, Kevin, the great wrestlers, the badass wrestlers, a lot of them have tattoos. 16, 17, 18-year-olds, they got tattoos. And they're wrestling, they're killing it. So I'm like, I want to get a tattoo, but I want something that means a lot to me. And having that happen when I was 5 or 6, getting my Uncle Scott's initials on me was something that he was a wrestler, he was a baseball player. It was just something that I wanted to do. So I came up with this idea in my head of his initials, the S, the A, and the P resembling his life. The S, kind of like the band Kiss S. The A, drumsticks, because he drummed in a band. And the Pittsburgh P symbol as well, because he loved the Pittsburgh Pirates, kind of makes up our SAP logo, as a lot of you guys have probably seen on the Kevin Hines merch. So that idea kind of came into my head when I was 16 years old. Move forward, I'm 19 now. I have just played a year of Division I football at Kansas State. Going from a small town of 64 kids in my class, no one goes to Division I. I went from that to Division I, and then I was like, you know what? I don't want to be here for 5 years. My mom actually was diagnosed with pulmonary lung disease when I was a freshman at college. And I honestly myself started going through some things, as a lot of people listening right now. When you're 18 in high school with your parents, things are great. 19, did a year of college football, probably got into some things I shouldn't have got into. Mental health definitely wasn't great. Quit D1 football. I'm living in my parents' basement now. I haven't told this story a lot. Definitely was severely depressed. Definitely was in a very dark spot. Didn't even want to go upstairs and see family on the 4th of July type stuff, And to continue to answer your question of how SAP started, that idea of getting a tattoo came back to my head at that point. I never actually got the tattoo when I was 16, but I knew I had a buddy that I wanted to draw the tattoo out for me, and he was a graphic designer. He was a freshman in college, so I shot it to him. And he got it on paper, and he's like, wow, that looks really nice. We threw it on a couple of hoodies, and we started wearing them. And people our age, 19, 20, millennials, started asking, what's that logo? What is SAP? What is SAP? And we, my buddy would be like, his uncle took his own life when he was younger. He's getting a tattoo. And we didn't really have a plan on starting a clothing line or a foundation, really. at the time, but every time people would ask and we'd tell them, everyone could relate. Everyone would open up. Everyone has a story. Everyone, it'd be like, my mentor took his own last year. My brother, my uncle tried to, So at that point, I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. And that's kind of one of the reasons when I quit college football in college, I had a positive outlook on life still. But my mom actually had a nonprofit when I was younger, and I was like, we should do something about this. And coming from that point of D1 football to in my parents' basement, trying to find myself again, I found purpose in this, and I found purpose in the clothing. I've always cared about how I dress. I'm super particular with little things, much like you are, Kevin. But that's kind of how things started. That was in the end of 2015. We just started dropping hoodies, really. We had a website, and we were dropping hoodies and spreading the word. And 2016, I threw my first event. I brought in a couple motivational speakers and a band, actually, on World Suicide Prevention Day. It was a year before I met you. My first event, I threw in my hometown. Scariest thing I've ever done. We sold a ton of clothes. It was a success. It was. I learned a lot too. But then a year later, I meet you, Kevin, 2017, September 10th, Manhattan, Kansas. You came out to that event, which, coming from 2015, just starting to getting someone like Kevin Hines to back us that quickly was amazing. And the past few years have been amazing too. But that's really how it started. And I'm 24 now. That's when I was 19. I've got 3 kids now and a few businesses, and much like you, Kevin, every single day still, mental health wise, it's definitely a challenge, and it's something that many, many people that are living in today's society are absolutely dealing with on an everyday basis.
They're dealing with it every day. They're hustling to survive. They're in a lot of pain. They're hurting, especially those 14 to 24-year-old bracket of individuals that are going through so much hurt in their lives. Some of them who have been through emotional, mental, physical trauma in their lives, abuse and neglect, and they're all trying to come back from that and recognize their own true value. And that's why we created these co-branded pieces of apparel, because we've got the Be Here Tomorrow. We've got why don't you name some of the
you are we've got the Be Here Tomorrow, the You Are Important, Brain Health is Sexy. That's a great one.
It's okay to talk, and we're gonna be creating so much more as we move forward. Now tell me a little bit about the hoodie you have on right now. We sparked this idea just the other day. Can you break it down? Because I called you and I was like, dude, we got to do this after coming off of the Presidio Army base that I had just gone to and seen, which, by the way, a young Army, a young new soldier took their life recently from Presidio Army base. So as we see the military dying by suicide at a rate that is twice the civilian rate, sometimes even higher, especially in the Air Force, even exceeding that number, we decided to create camo gear in honor of our military servicemen, women, and individuals, and have them say what they need to say. And here we go. You got You Are Important, Be Here Tomorrow, and it is directly represented to them. So I think that right now we're in a chance where we need to get this gear out to the masses. And we're not going to reveal our big plan on how we're going to do that right here on this call, this podcast. What we are going to do is let the world know that it's coming in hot, and the proceeds that come from these pieces of clothing are going to go directly back into suicide prevention initiatives, programs, and efforts to change and save people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And you getting into the military, you're coming straight from that base and having that feeling, it hit home with me absolutely too. I only have a couple employees, but one of them, he's 21 years old, and right out of high school, he joined the Marines, and he had 1 year there, and he was around so many suicides. He broke his ankle and he had to leave. But he today, I think he should be on a podcast with you at some point. Honestly, we should bring him in. His name's Aaron. He's got a story, and he's got the inside view there, and he shared a lot of those things with me, and it is a very serious thing. And me and you are definitely excited to touch on it and to make an impact in that area together. But we're going to start, with the camouflage just to get people's attention, see what we're doing. And like Kevin said, we definitely have a lot of plans to take the proceeds from the gear that we're selling and do some big things with it together.
Yeah, we're going to put it right back into changing lives in many different ways. One of the ways we're going to do that is to create media that affects change. And we all know that media is the fastest way to reach any person today. Particularly video media is the fastest way to reach anybody right now. That's why things like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram are so popular and powerful, and are waving the nation and the globe and shaping how we view consumerism and things like that. But we're not in this to make money. We're not in this to make money, Chance. We're in this to make an impact and make change for people and people in pain. And I think that when people wear our gear, they wear it proudly. They wear it proudly, yeah. and they love. One of the things they love is when people come up to them and go, "What does that mean?" And they say, "Well, let me tell you a little bit about this." So, Chance, I want right now, if you can, to read to the people that are watching this, read to them what our mission statement is.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a card that comes in any order. That any T-shirt, any piece of clothing you buy that's Kevin Hines times SAP collaboration. You'll get this right here. It's kind of our motto. My name is Kevin Hines, filmmaker, YouTube blogger, podcast host. And years ago, I survived the jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. We fought hard, and very soon, not one more life will be lost at the Golden Gate Bridge. Today, the Hines Foundation is collaborating with me, Chance Pitcock, and the Scott Allen Project. And together, we are two nonprofit organizations that use high fashion to bring awareness and provide support to those that suffer with mental health problems around the globe. By purchasing your positive affirmation merch today, you are directly supporting the prevention of suicide and wellness awareness. From the gut, we thank you for your support. You are a mental health marvel. Welcome to Hope Nation. Please be here tomorrow. You've joined the family.
Please be here tomorrow and every day after that. You have joined the team, and get your SAP and Kevin Hines Collabo merch today. There'll be a link in description in the video, and there'll also be a ticker across the screen that says with the websites you can pick up the merch at. They will be available at
ScottAllenProject.com and
KevinHinesStory.com. So we'll have those both pop up right when you need them to. We are doing this long term. We're in it for the long game, and I think we're going to keep creating great designs that touch people's hearts and change people's minds. Chance, is there anything you would want to say to a kid out there who's considering suicide, kid or adult alike, that's considering taking their life? What would you say to him?
Yeah, there is, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that question. And this is actually one thing that you really taught me. It's something I really picked up at the event when you spoke at my first event. And it was just, it's okay to talk. Serious, like it's okay to talk. And whether you're dealing with mental health, suicide, mental health problems, suicidal thoughts, addiction, whatever it is, if you're embarrassed of it, don't be embarrassed of it. Talk to somebody. I've experienced it personally in the last few months with my own family members. Things that have gone on for years that if they were just opened up and talked about, everything gets solved. People are there for you. People are there for you with open arms. Just let people know you're not doing all right, and they're going to get you some help. And if you don't have people around you that will do that, reach out to Kevin or I on Instagram. We're definitely real, and we're here for you. Like Kevin said, we're in here for the long term, but it's okay to talk. That hit hard with me, Kevin. I wanted to touch on that for sure.
It's okay to talk. It's okay to be honest in your pain. I always say pain shared is pain halved. When you hold things in, when you silence your pain, you're only damaging yourself and your well-being. But when you tell the truth about your pain to someone who can empathize, you can change your outcome. Maybe not immediately, maybe not right away, but certainly over time. Chance, I'm so grateful that we have this collaborative effort. I'm so grateful to call you my friend and my brother. I'm so grateful that you're going to be here tomorrow, so am I, and that we're going to keep pushing this merch forward to change people's lives together one day at a time. What I want to do right now is let people know that at the end of this video, you're going to see a blurb from me letting you know when all of our merch drops simultaneously on both websites with all the new merch and gear. So we're going to have a launch date that you're going to see right here. You see right here. And it's going to be amazing when you get to see the multitude of designs you can choose from and where you can find them. And we're going to try to think of really, really creative and innovative ways to get this merch out to the world using social media as a platform for change. So, Chance, thank you very much for this time. Greatly appreciate it. Guys, you are watching Mental Health Marvels, the podcast. This is a special episode just for you. And remember to cop your merch today so you can change your life tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much for having me. Absolutely honored to be on the show. Be here tomorrow, everyone.
All right. Take care, guys. Be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, guys, you thought that was the end of the video. We just caught you slipping. It's Kevin Hines and Chance Pitcock of the Scott Island Project and the Kevin and Margaret Hines Foundation. Our merch is definitely collaborated, and we have You Are Important, It's Okay to Talk, Be Here Tomorrow, all positive merch, activating change in your community today. Chance, break it down. What are we doing on Veterans Day?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, I don't know if you watched the video before, you saw our new camouflage hoodies with the Be Here Tomorrow with the digital camo, also the regular camo. You Are Important. These are brand new hoodies, haven't been dropped yet, all based around mental health in the military. These are dropping on Veterans Day, November 11th. And from now until then, we're going to be pushing this giveaway. We're giving away a lot of these hoodies for free. All you have to do is share this video right here to your story.
Share this video to your story. Go on youtube.com/Kevin Hines. Watch the video. Share it with a friend. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is going to be an organic and a random giveaway. So the more you subscribe and the more you like the video, the more people you get to subscribe, the more likely you are to win. So get on the channel, youtube.com/Kevin Hines. Hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell, and you're going to enter to win a bunch of our great Be Here Tomorrow, You Are Important, It's Okay to Talk merch from the Scott Island Project and the Kevin and Margaret Hines Foundation.
Yes, giveaway winners will be announced only on Kevin's YouTube channel.
11, tune in. Bye, guys.
Subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.